अच्छा, अभी तक हमने we talked about the classes and objects, what are classes and what are objects, and we talked about their extraction, that how to extract the objects from the user scenario or the program statement, and how to extract the attributes, and how to extract the functions or the behavior of the classes. But now it's time to represent the class in the UML representation of the class. In this lecture, I'm not going to talk about the relationships or the associations of the class diagram, but I'm just going to tell you that how you can represent the class in a UML form. Now, so this was our responsibility. This was our scenario that we used in our previous two lectures, and these were the objects that we identified from the previous scenario, from this one scenario, and these are the attributes that we assumed from ourselves based on the current situation of the scenario. And then these are the methods that we have extracted from the scenario by using the noun phrase methodology. Now these are the two methods, that a student has to write another class and teacher has to tell them where is their next class. Now this is the UML representation of our classes. That in UML you have classes with 3 compartments. In the first compartment you have to write the name of the class, as you can see in the figure. In the second compartment you have to write the attributes, and the third compartment you have to write the function. The attributes will be preceded by a minus sign, which will tell you that this is a private attribute, and the function will be preceded by the plus sign, which will tell you that it is a public that this is a public, and it can be accessed everywhere. And they must have the data types like string, employee number, it can be a string. अब ये हमारे पास 3 कंपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं कि आपके पास इंस्ट्रक्टर है, उसका पहले कंपार्टमेंट आपके पास क्लास का नेम है, फिर उसके बाद उसके एट्रीब्यूट्स हैं, फिर उसके बाद उसके फंक्शन. अब ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि अभी हर क्लास की कुछ फंक्शनलिटीज हो. दैट कुड बी सम क्लासेस दैट आर नॉट परफॉर्मिंग एनीथिंग बट दे आर जस्ट सेविंग द डाटा. लेट्स सपोज हमारे पास इस क्लास का कोई टाइम एंड रेफरेंस स्टूडेंट्स हैं. वी आर क्रिएटिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट्स that are not performing anything, but they are just saving the data about something, and that data can be used in some other classes. उसके बाद हमारे पास थर्ड क्लास जो हमने रिप्रेजेंटेशन है उसकी स्टूडेंट है, उसके नेम, रोल नंबर, these are the attributes, and the attend class is the function against that class. So now we are done with this. हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि इसको classes, how to create the classes in UML. So this is just a class representation of the classes that we have identified, but I'm not talking about the different association and relationships between these classes. There's a different, and because it will go beyond the scope of this lecture, and we can discuss it in somewhere another lecture.